Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of AI Blueprint by Anu. I'm Anu, and today we've got a fascinating topic to dive into. We're going to chat about the planning abilities of OpenAI's O1 models. With me are my co-hosts, Emma and Andrew. How are you two doing today?
Hey, Anu, doing great. Super excited about today's episode. This paper we're discussing is packed with insights. Hey, Andrew, ready to geek out on some AI?
Absolutely, Emma. This is going to be a fun one. Planning with AI, that's like the holy grail of robotics and automation, right?
Totally. So the paper we're discussing today is titled On the Planning Abilities of OpenAI's O1 Models, Feasibility, Optimality, and Generalizability. It's by Kevin Wang and his team. They did some deep dives into how well these models can plan. Let's start with the basics. Emma, can you give us a quick overview?
Sure thing, Anu. The study looks at three key aspects of planning: feasibility, optimality, and generalizability. They tested OpenAI's O1 models across various tasks like Barman and Tyreworld, which are really constraint-heavy, and others like terms and Floortile that are spatially complex. The idea was to see how well these models could self-evaluate and follow constraints.
And they found that the O1 preview model outperformed GPT-4 in several areas, especially in adhering to task constraints and managing state transitions. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. The O1 models struggled with suboptimal solutions and had a hard time generalizing in more complex tasks. Pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Let's break it down a bit. They evaluated the models from three perspectives: feasibility, optimality, and generalizability. Emma, could you explain what they mean by feasibility?
Sure, Anu. Feasibility is all about whether the model can create a viable plan to achieve its goal. This means the plan has to be executable and make sense within the rules of the problem. They looked at three components: ability to create feasible steps, generate a feasible plan, and understand the problem. If the model messes up any of these, it's a no-go.
And that's where things get tricky. For instance, in the barman task, the robot has to mix drinks following very specific rules. The models often failed because they didn't follow these constraints, like you can't fill a shot glass if both hands are already occupied. Duh, but the models sometimes miss that.
Haha. Yeah, it's those little details that trip them up. Now, optimality is another big one. It's not just about getting the job done, but doing it efficiently. Emma, what did you find interesting about their findings on optimality?
Well, it's really fascinating. They found that while the O1 preview model was good at creating feasible plans, it often added unnecessary steps. So it might get the job done, but not in the most efficient way. Like in the Blocksworld task, it would stack the blocks correctly, but use more moves than needed. This is a big deal for applications where time and resources are limited.
Exactly. And then there's generalizability. This is about whether the model can handle different types of tasks it wasn't explicitly trained on. They tested this by using symbolic representations and more abstract tasks. The results showed that while O1 Preview was better than GPT-4, it still struggled with more complex spatial tasks. It's like it could handle simple puzzles, but got lost in a maze.
Right? And this is critical for real-world applications. Imagine a robot that can only work in a perfectly controlled environment. Not very useful, right? So what do you think about the potential of O1 models leading us towards artificial general intelligence, especially with these planning capabilities?
That's a big question. I think the O1 models show promise, especially with their self-evaluation capabilities, but as the paper points out, they still have a long way to go. Planning is just one piece of the AGI puzzle. We need models that can not only plan, but also adapt, learn from new environments, and optimize their actions in real time.
Yeah, I agree. The ability to generalize and handle abstract tasks is crucial. If these models can improve in that area, we could see some significant strides towards AGI. But we're not there yet. It's like having a really smart assistant who needs a lot of supervision and guidance.
Well said, Andrew. So let's talk about the industry impact. How do you see these O1 models disrupting different industries?
Great question, Anu. I think industries like robotics, logistics, and even healthcare could see massive benefits. Imagine robots in warehouses that can plan their tasks efficiently, saving time and reducing errors. Or in healthcare, where planning is crucial for surgeries and treatment plans. If these models can improve their planning capabilities, the possibilities are endless.
Absolutely, Emma. And let's not forget about autonomous vehicles. Planning is essential for navigation and decision making in real time. If these models get better at handling dynamic environments, we could see more reliable and safer self driving cars. It's an exciting time for AI.
It really is. So, to sum it all up, OpenAI's O1 models show a lot of promise in planning tasks, especially in terms of feasibility and constraint following. But they still need work on optimality and generalizability. There's a long way to go before we reach AGI, but these advancements are definitely steps in the right direction.
Absolutely, Anu. It's exciting to see where this research will lead. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and share it with your friends. We love hearing your thoughts, so leave us a comment or send us your questions.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll catch you in the next episode of AI Blueprint by Anu. Stay curious and keep exploring the world of AI.